Hey, what's going on guys, it's Rampage once again. This time I will be doing an overview or first impressions video on the Nvidia Geforce Experience beta. Now, I'll go through some of the aspects and features of this program and basically tell you guys what it will do for your games and what it tries to accomplish. Now, on the first tab here you got games, and then pretty much the first time you run this program it will actually search for your games. Like down here it just says refreshing games list, and once your games list has actually populated, you can then go ahead and either launch the game through the Nvidia Geforce Experience or click optimize. I'll go through what this will do in a minute, but a good example of this is Battlefield 3. But anyway, the next tab shows you the drivers that you either have or if there's new drivers, it'll say whether your GeForce driver is actually up to date or not, and you can actually click check for updates. But for some reason I'm noticing that you can only do that once refreshing games list is actually completed. So that's something new to me. But the third tab is Preferences. Now Preferences has three other tabs in it. Now these include General, Games, and Updates. General just tells you about the program and the license agreement, supported hardware, supported games, facts, and data collection policy. Now I don't know what the data collection policy means. Maybe that's just like Nvidia getting information about your system and whatever. You can also enable Windows event logging or view current event logger. Yeah, current Windows event logger. I don't even know why that's even in there. But yeah, you've got games, optimal game settings, recommended optimal settings, notify me when optimal settings are updated, automatically apply optimal setting updates. Now I very strongly recommend you do not automatically click or apply optimal settings, because I will show you that right now. Now alright, so say you've got Battlefield 3 installed, yeah? As you can see here, it's trying to go ambient occlusion, HBAO, anisotropic filter 16 times, anti-aliasing deferred 2 times MSAA. I normally don't have that on. I don't know why it is. So anyway, anti-aliasing post on high, and then pretty much everything else is on high, and filter view is at 90. These aren't the settings that I normally have it on. These are the settings that I was using because I clicked optimize and I didn't have enough time to actually go through and change most of the settings anyway. So you can see that motion blur is then turned on. I never have motion blur on in any of my games, so that made the game actually lag a hell of a lot. Now you're probably wondering, what does optimize do? Optimize pretty much means that the game will run at its full potential, but try not to like hit that 60 FPS mark. I was getting around 40 to 52 FPS with these settings that they call optimize with quotations, because basically all this program will do is as I said, pretty much put the settings up to the highest and pretty much try to stress your computer out as much as possible. Now that Nvidia is not optimizing. Optimizing is basically trying to get the game to run at a desired frame rate. In this case it'll be 60 FPS at constant. Now, what I mean by that is the game will run at 60 FPS constantly, so it won't drop or it won't gain frames or anything like that. So what they're trying to do here is in fact not optimizing the game. It is actually making the game near unplayable for me anyway, because 40 to 52 FPS is too slow for me, and my eyes or just the game experience itself, just doesn't really feel that great, and it doesn't I don't want to play it like that. It's not how I want to play my games. So in turn, this program will not optimize your games, but it will try to run the game at its full potential. Now whether you guys want that and your hardware can do that, well then that's fine. But the only way that I could see you doing this with most games would be if you had like a next generation or current generation 600 series graphics card, so around a 660 Ti, 670 or 680 or even 690. Any of those cards, yeah, you might be able to get away with this, but my 570 can't get away with this because it's trying to run higher settings than what I would normally run it at. Another example is Crysis 2. I don't have this game installed right now, but I do have it under backup on my external hard drive. Now this game, or this Nvidia or Geforce Experience, is trying to say that I can run the game with DX11, game textures on Ultra, high resolution textures, motion blur on high, and pretty much every setting on Ultra and shadow and shading is I don't know why I just stuttered like 4 times there, but anyway, shading at very high. Now I can tell you now, when I had DX11 and high resolution textures both enabled, I couldn't get the game to run anything higher than 9 FPS. Now I don't know whether that was a game problem or a driver issue back when I actually tried to do this, but I haven't played the game since then, because DX11 and the high resolution textures don't really apply to me, because I thought the game was absolutely stunning to begin with, and the PC gamers just decided to bitch for no reason, and yeah, that's beside the point. But anyway, yeah, I just do hope they live up to what they were claiming in the CES Nvidia conference, because they were claiming that this would make your games run smoother and all this sort of stuff, when that's not the case. In actual fact, it makes me lag and I get a lower desired frame rate. So yeah, I would highly recommend you not doing this unless you have a graphics card like a 680 or 670. As I said, you probably won't be able to get away with this. And again, optimizing doesn't mean running the game at its full potential and then getting lower desired frames. Optimizing means that you try to play around with the settings to try and get the desired frame rate that you desire. And in my case, it's 60 FPS, and I can't get this desired frame rate with these settings that they set. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this little video on the Nvidia Geforce Experience, and as of right now, in the current beta of 1.0, I believe it is, yeah, 1.0.0.0, there's no reason to get it. If there's any major changes that they apply to this program in the near future, I will be doing a video or follow-up video on those changes, because they really need to fix the optimal or optimizing feature within this program. Oh yeah, one thing to note, as you can see here, there is drivers there as well. When you right click the Nvidia option down in the taskbar button, it actually comes up with Open Nvidia Geforce Experience or Nvidia Control Panel, check for updates or show notifications. So now you can't actually customize or go through the settings that you were before. Like it said, how often do you want to search for updates, and whether you want to search for beta updates and stuff like that. But in actual fact, it does this for you under preferences. And I think it was updates, automatically check for updates and whatever. Yeah, and here's the drivers, other software, and beta updates. Sorry, I didn't actually show you that at the start, I don't think. But yeah, again, my name is Rampage. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If there are any other tech related things you would like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments section below or as a PM. If you want to see me play Deus Ex or Dishonored, the annotation will be somewhere on the screen to take you to the playlist or my previous video at the end of this video. And yeah, peace out guys, have a good one.